Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's continue with the Samaritan. Now we want to have Act 1, Scene 1. This is English and Literature with Kara. In case you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And my subscribers, thank you for always being here. We want to learn about the setting of the Samaritan. Remember we said the Samaritan being a play is a fictional kind of writing. And Maracas municipality is also fictional. Now, the play starts with the students at the assembly at the Sagrada Secondary School. That is why I wrote for you here on setting. That is Sagrada Secondary School, Maracas municipality. It's a big day. And it's closing day and everyone is vibrant. This is a great day for all the characters. We will see Mr. Kamona, who is the deputy, addressing the students. It's good for you to master the characters. And you should be aware that those characters that start being introduced at the beginning, look at their function for you to declare whether they are major characters or minor characters. For example, you just see Mr. Kamona just once or twice. There's not much that you will get out of him, but he's an important character. So we have Mr. Kamona as the deputy who has gathered the students at the assembly. Remember, the stage directions are very important because they're the ones that give us the information about that assembly. They are preparing to receive the guests. Naren, who is a school principal, is coming with the guests. The students have been promised that there'll be awarding. That's why we said it will be no award, because what happens when Alvita and Montano, those are the students that have been called upon by Madam Nicole, that is the ethics and innovations teacher, to have a skit. When they want to come up with that, immediately they present that skit. Everything is okay, but when they mention that the Samaritan is an app online that these people are going to upload information, have videos there, Mayor Mosi has an issue. And we see that he's the mayor, Mosi Oatunya, the mayor of Maracas municipality. They have gone there at the awarding ceremony together with Ramdae, that is the deputy mayor. Ramdae is also a leader in Maracas municipality. We also have Piro. Piro is one of the board members of the school. They are not together with the leaders. I pointed them out by the way they appear, their appearance, the way they talk and they present. That's how I pointed them out. And then we have Basdeo, who is a political opposition leader. Definitely, you will be careful enough to look at the conversation between Mayor Mosi and Basdeo, and you'll know these ones are not very good friends. So that is generally the setting. Now, what is the story of the Samaritan? As an overview, this is a story of two students that have, through the help of their ethics and innovations teacher, Madam Nicole, have come up with the idea of the Samaritan app. And now they are acting. When they are being told, now we want to see how this app works, they have been welcomed and they act. They take us to, the writer uses a style called a play within a play, using a skit. That's how we see them enacting that. In that scene there, where Montano and Alvita travel into the present, and they give us the two sides of the positive and the negative side, where in 50 years time they can almost foresee what will happen. You know, literature also helps us to kind of paint a mirror of what will be happening. And when they are presenting that skit, we learn that some of these issues that we are wrestling with right now, especially on the issues of environmental degradation, they'll come up in a few years. It will either be severe consequences, because when Alvita and Montano are acting there, on page 4, Yeah, Montano says, I traveled into the future about 50 years from now, and guess what? I was working at a corner. I saw you working at a corner in a city as a cobbler. You look severely battered, and your nose was permanently running, if I remember well. So they have issues. Why would Alvita be having a running nose? Now, this one is the issue of global warming, how technology comes up, and the way we are living. It will either be something positive or negative. And now, through the students' kit, we discover that it could have diverse and negative effects of how we are living currently. So when they are traveling in the future, there are hallucination of Montano thinking that Alvita would be suffering, and people are eating anything, they were starving, and that's paints a grim picture of what could have been happening, and plenty of environmental degradation. The themes that we covered there. On the other side, Alvita now says that they're traveling into the future. And what do they see? A beautiful, beautiful world where life expectancy had dropped. And now, in the positive way, in that country of years ahead of the future, where Alvita and Montano are making that skit, when there is a lot of environmental degradation, life expectancy had gone down. But now there's also another side there where they tell us that, wow, this could have been a beautiful world. And how do we know that it could have been a beautiful world? Alvita tells us of people being creative, technology, professional jobs were being replaced by robots. That would have been a beautiful thing. People are living many, many years ahead, and it's a beautiful thing. And you could even live up to 250 years. And they say, truly, our teacher, Mistress, you look so young and beautiful at 250 years of age. That is on page 8. So as we are looking at that, remember in this kit, now they are bringing us to the introduction of the launching of the Samaritan. Remember, this is an app that has been running for a month. The municipal was informed, but who is Meamosi? He's not even aware that this one has been running for months, but we know that really there is the theme of technology there on page 11 that Alvita talks about. On the people took photographs, videos of illegal activities that degrade the environment. Now we know they are explaining to us exactly how does this Samaritan app work. Have you heard of the social media in our country? I know you use them. You could probably have been online right now. So don't think of the Samaritan as this a complicated app. It is just like the way we use the WhatsApp, the way you send videos, the way you send texts, the way you make comments, just like in the Instagram, Facebook. Now in this, the Samaritan, this is an app that is able to curb crime in Maracas municipality. And now, remember, the crimes are out there, and we will discover whether Meamosi is comfortable with that. When you go to page 14, Meamosi says, no, I will not launch this. That's why there is no award. He has refused to launch it. But he's a selfish man. He says, if this innovation can make someone be 250 years, I welcome it. You see the selfishness in that? He has been elected by the people to safeguard their properties. He's not interested in launching an app that would have pigeonholes to ensure that information is monitored, the funds are used correctly. Yet he shamelessly wants Nicole to have an innovation or something to encourage him to live longer. I think we know where Meamosi's stand is. He's a villain. So he declares on page 15 that he's afraid he will not launch. In fact, can you see the irony? Mayor Mosi has appeared on in that school with 3 mobile phones, but he's not even aware of what is happening online. Do you get irony there? And that's he didn't even read about it, and he's getting desperate. So he says, no, I'm not going to launch this. And Nicole is firm when she says, Your Worship, the app has been online for a month now. It has already been taken over by the National Information and Communications Technology Corporation. There's little we can do now. Imagine he was let know of that app a month ago, and he's not even aware. We know the weaknesses of Mayor Mosi. And all the other leaders are not even aware. People like Ramdai are not even aware. He says, I wonder, and then when Mayor Mosi is forcing Nicole to bring the app down, Ramdai observes and says, I don't think she will heed. And Mayor Mosi becomes sarcastic there on page 19 with a sarcastic grin where he says, You think the change will be there? He calls Basdeo a porcupine. Really? Really a porcupine? We know who the actual porcupine is. There is no better evil between Ramdai, Basdeo, and Mayor Mosi. All of them are birds of the same feather. That's how we learn that there is a problem. Now, in place, you get those... the conflict now is coming up. The foundation has been raised. We know now the conflict is coming up. These characters there, master the characters, my students. Master these characters. Know exactly what is saying what, who is saying what is happening. Where are these people? I have told you that they are in the Maracas municipality. The play starts when they're in Sagrada Secondary School. So the setting is important, especially when you're preparing for the exit. Do not just prepare blindly. Who are these that have already appeared on stage? We have our Deputy Kamona, that is what I told you. We have in the school assembly, there are students there. There are many students there. It's not only Montano and Alvita, but there are a number of students there. And purposely, they have gathered here to launch the Samaritan. Do you understand? Did you enjoy the lesson? Watch out for my next video. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share. You've been asking for this video and I have done it. Please continue being here. Bye. Look out for my next video.